Yes, when we first started doing the show, everyone thought naturally it would be a musical. But actually, this is not a musical at all. We're telling a really good Batman story live in an arena.
The lunatics are in charge now, Batman. And the whole wide, whacked-out world is our asylum.
It was an extraordinary challenge. Nothing like this has ever really been attempted before. It's the first time that the Batman story has ever been told live on stage. So we essentially have been making it up as we go along.
I like to think we've created something which is a very immersive experience. So you've got all the physicality which you can see on stage, but from the music point of view and the sound point of view, I hope we wrap them all up in a kind of familiar world.
Batman is a character that, took on the cowl because his parents were murdered, and, he goes through this great sacrifice to become this ultimate hero.
Instead of feeling sorry for himself and instead of grieving, he sort of shut down and resolved that he was going to spend his life making sure that never happened to anyone else ever again. And as we know, that young kid became Batman.
But he's a hero that's just like you or me. I mean, he's a character without superpowers, right? He's a guy that just studied hard, lifted apparently a lot of weights, became a billionaire. That's a minor point.
But he also sort of became very guarded, very isolated, a loner, a vigilante who trusted no one except his trusty butler, Alfred. And then at a certain point in his career as Batman, he witnesses another young kid, this kid Dick Grayson, a circus performer, whose parents are also murdered right in front of this kid's eyes. They have a bond, they have this connection, they've both lost their parents. And so it's a story of these two people who have so much in common and are driven in exactly the same way, but have no idea how to communicate with each other, how to get through to each other. Bruce wants to protect Dick. All Dick wants is to get revenge for his parents' murder, and the person he thinks who can help him with that is Batman.
The thing about Batman is, and why Batman is so popular, is I think he has so many supervillains. There's Poison Ivy, and there's the Riddler, and the Joker, and the Penguin.
You can help me work on the car.
Really? The Bentley?
No, not Bruce Wayne's car. Batman's car.
Whoa!
I call it the Batmobile.
And the show sort of is a wall-to-wall, beautifully hand-drawn cartoon film.
We're using a lot of movement. We're using acrobatics.
We have this wonderful backdrop with a wonderful video screen and things that come in.
Everything from the Batcave to Wayne Manor to Haley's Circus.
You really have to care about the characters and be hooked into the story, so it's got a rhythm and takes you on a journey.
Wait a minute. Is that? It is! It's the bat signal!
Careful, Master Dick.
I'm okay, Alfred.
It's not you I'm concerned about, it's the dining room table.
When you bought the comic book as a kid and you read it, you get to see all these villains on stage.
I'm saying we need to kill Batman!
You're not kidding!
Good luck!
Believe me, I've tried.
Of course Batman can fly. It's everything you ever wanted from reading those comics as a kid or watching the TV show, watching the movie.
an arena spectacular. We have paid careful attention to make sure that every scene, every set, every entrance, every exit is astonishing, is surprising, is something that you've never seen before live. It's fast-paced, it's very exciting, and I think in the end, people are going to come away with a renewed love for these characters and appreciation for these characters if we do our jobs right. It's very faithful to the source material, very, very faithful to the source material. Very influenced by Jim Lee's work on the characters as well, obviously. But it heightens everything. You're in an audience, you're sharing this experience with an enormous group of people, which is a unique experience in and of itself, but it's alive and it's happening all around you. And it's something I don't think people have ever seen or will ever forget.
It's a story for today. It's a new story for a new generation.